Hi everybody. In this video, I am discussing more about keywords and categories on Amazon KDP. How do you select them and how does that really work? How does all of it works to sell your book better on the Amazon platform? So I'll be sharing my screen again, and it's kind of a whiteboard this time, and I hope this really helps you to get a better understanding of keywords and categories on Amazon. Let's try to find the best way to get your work out. In this video, we are talking about three things. First is your book description, second is keywords, and the third one is categories. So let's start with the first one, which is your book description. What does your book description have to be like? Your book description, in case of Amazon, is basically the blurb of your book. So whatever is the gist of your story, or whatever is something that you want to share about your book with the customers, in this case, is what will be your book description as well, in case you don't want to change it. Having said that, the book description is 4,000 characters long, so you have 4,000 characters to display what your book is about and to hold and grab the attention of your customers. Now, this is also important because Amazon is the platform where we already have this customer base where people are looking forward to buy our book. That is the reason why you should be able to grab your customers' attention and hook them to buy your book. And your book description is the place where they'll spend a couple of minutes, and if they like the idea of your book, they are going to go ahead and buy your book. That is the reason why book description is very important in this case. Now, let's discuss the second one, which is keywords. What do keywords really help us in? Keywords are basically considered search engine optimization for your book on Amazon. It is also called SEO, if that is something you are familiar with. So, SEO, or engine optimization of your book on Amazon, and that is the reason why they become very much more important. It's basically what customers are already searching on the Amazon, and if you list those kind of keywords in your keywords while you are setting up your book to be displayed or to be sold on Amazon, you should take that into consideration. In case of Amazon, you get 7 keywords to select and display your book with. Now, these 7 keywords are not supposed to be just a single word or 2 words. In this case, you get 50 characters, and so you have a chance to write long tailed keywords as well in Amazon. So, for example, a long tailed keyword or a phrase that I'm using here is love poem book for her. In this case, Amazon will be forming many more keywords for a customer. For example, if a customer searches love poem, or if a customer searches love poem book, or poem book for her, or even love book for her. So all these different variations of your long tail keyword is what Amazon's algorithm already takes care of. There are some other things that you should also know in terms of selecting your keywords. That is, you don't repeat your keywords, because these keywords are really important and you only have limited characters to form your keywords, which help in the search engine optimization of your book itself. Having said that, some important points here to mention are that uh, when we are saying that you don't repeat these keywords, you should not use your book title, your subtitle of the book, or your name as well in your keywords, because that is something which Amazon already considers while forming or while taking all these keywords together. That's something that Amazon's algorithm already works on. So don't include and waste that space in your keywords as well. The other thing that you may want to consider here is, I want to go back to our book description in this case. So, in case of book description, Amazon's algorithm works on the kind of words you've used in the book description as well. So, both your book description and your keywords play a very important role in the search engine optimization of your book on the Amazon platform. I hope it makes sense to you. Having said that, the seven keywords that you get, I've already mentioned it, but again, it's 50 characters long, and you cannot use certain words like free, available, sale, now, author name, bestseller. These are some of the examples that are coming on top of my head right now. You can go back on Amazon and check it in the list provided by Amazon. Let's move on to our third point, which is categories. Categories basically help in the indexing of your book. Consider it as something where customers are looking through a category or through a catalog for your book. So it gets really important for us to have the right category where our book should be displayed. If your book is not displaying under the correct category and you try to display your book in a different category, some customers might just start posting bad reviews about your book. So also keep in mind that Amazon is a platform where people are already looking out to buy your product. So it's better that you post it in the right category so that interested people or interested customers are able to see your book where they really want to. So you already have your market and audience out there, and you want to display your product on the right shelf, right? I hope it makes sense to you. So in the very beginning, it is two categories that you can select on Amazon, which they provide. I showed you on the form last time how when we fill that form, there are two categories that you can select there. You might want to search on Amazon what kind of categories are there that people are using or authors from your particular genre are using, and do a research around it. So, apart from the two categories, you can also request for eight more from Amazon, but that is something you can do only after publishing your book. You need to drop them an email or go and contact them through the contact us form, the forum, and you can mention what kind of categories is do you want your book in or to be displayed with, and usually it's pretty smooth. They approve it and your book starts showing under those categories as well. But for the two categories that you get to select with your book publishing, there is something that you would want to consider. Number one is you put your book under a slightly competitive category so that the customers that are looking for your book, uh, they are able to see your book as well under that competitive category. And the second one is a relevant category but an easier one for the ranking of your book. The main point here that I'm trying to make is that you want to consider the ranking of your book as well, because the better your ranking is, it will start showing on the first pages or the first search pages that people search the keywords with, and what kind of categories people search your book in. And the more it starts showing on the first page itself, the better sales you will be making with this book. So that is the reason why ranking is really important in these categories, and you might want to understand what kind of categories are good for you, of course. So uh, keep in mind that it's not always a good idea to have your book in the competitive categories, because
that is where there's already a lot of competition and the market is saturated. So start also looking for categories which are not as saturated yet, and you might find some people who are interested to get your book when they search or look for that particular category. So something that is relevant but easier to rank in, that is something you might want to consider as well.
I hope this video was helpful to you. If there's anything else that I can help with to get your book published on Amazon, if there's any other question that you might have for traditional publishing as well, I would love to answer that. I do have experience from getting my book published by traditional publishing as well as self publishing. So I would love to help you all create your books and get them out in the market. Just let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want me to talk about. I'll be doing that going forward. See you all later. Until then, keep creating and working on your dreams. There's nothing better than that. Get your books out. See you all later. Bye bye.